Michelle Joy Phelps with Behind the Gloves in association with our betting partners BOSR, and I'm joined now with the one and only Conor Benn. How are you doing?
I'm good, you well?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good to see you here in Las Vegas.
Well, from Manchester to Vegas, I mean, I much know where I'd be. Yeah.
So tell me why you're here exactly. Like, what are you obviously you're training, you've trained today.
Oh, well, my stablemate, Martin Waldy's fighting on the Haney Leonaras, so it's, supporting my stablemate. You know, it's what dreams are made of, fighting out here in Vegas for a final eliminator. So, yeah, it's exciting times for us and the team.
So I've read somewhere that they're looking to potentially have you back out in July 31st. Is that the case?
That's correct, on the Fight Camp show. So, who knows, though? Do you know what I mean? Nothing's confirmed until it's signed on the dotted line. You know, we are hopefully looking at top 20, top 15 global opponent. And, you know, anyone can get it, really. Well,
then there's mention of Adrien Broner. So where does that sort of set in? If you're looking for a July 31st fight, maybe later in the summer, early fall?
I'll have Broner all day long. He's definitely a bit of me. You know, he's been there, he's seen it, he's done it. As I said, when you beat a top fighter, you not only beat them, you gain their knowledge, you gain their ring experience. And, you know, Broner's a bit of me. He's a big name out here in the States. Obviously, Samuel Vargas was a big name over here. Sebastian Formella with Sean Porter. So, you know, my name's starting to get familiar out here. Don't get me wrong, the Ben name is a name out here already with my dad fought Ian Barkley, Doug Dewitt, Sugar Boy Malinga, from Joel McLennan. So the Ben name's familiar out here, but give me some of these Yanks, you know.
You want a Yank?
I do want a Yank. You know what? Because they bring the heat, though, every single time. So... And, you know, they're loud, you know, they bring entertainment. At the end of the day, it's the entertainment business. So...
Well, I mean, Adrien Broner would definitely bring it.
I'll bring it too. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll bring it straight to him. So, you know, those are the sort of fights I want. You know, either someone who's achieved everything I dream of achieving in the sport, or someone who's top 15. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I've called the names of the Sean Porters. He said my eyes are bigger than my stomach. I've got a big appetite. Do you know what I mean? So
your name right now is sort of circulating amongst several people. I know that FLORIAN Marku has also said that he would want to fight with you. I know that there's Amir that sort of came out of nowhere with the whole Sammy Vargas fight situation. So who in particular, if you had it your way, if you could literally call it as you want it, how would it be?
His name, Marku's name, wouldn't even be. Would I fight another 7-0 novice in England? Is me and Ryan Cholan a 50-50 fight? Nah, people look at that and go, have a day off, mate. I'm ranked number 20 in the world, ranked number 11 in the IBF, number 8 in the WBA. Please tell me where he's ranked. I don't think he's number 1 in his own country. So, you know, but fair enough for him for calling my name. I'd call me out too. Do you know what I mean? I would. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, people see a little bit of vulnerability. They see, when they weigh up risk-reward, I'm a high reward. And people say not a lot of risk. Well, every time I've stepped up to the plate, I've delivered. I don't want to fight guys like that. I fought on 7-0.
Not even on your radar at all.
Nah, not at all. Okay. Not at all. I mean,
so no. Where does Amir rank then?
See, Amir, Chris Van Heerden, Adrien Broner, obviously. Sorry, am I back in? I'm creeping away from you. And then obviously you've got the Kell Brooks. Obviously I'm mates with Kell Brooks, so I'd give that a swerve because he's not, you know, I know Kell, we speak. You know, you've got Amir, Adrien Broner, Van Heerden, Sean Porter. I mean, how can Sean Porter go to me, your eyes are bigger than your stomach? It don't make no sense me fighting you. Did I not just beat a guy you beat way more convincingly? So how can you, where is my eyes bigger than my stomach? Please tell me. I've knocked Vargas out in the first round. Your top prospects over here ain't done that. And then Devin Alexander's saying, stay on your side of the pond. Nah, mate, I'll have you next if you really want it. Do you know what I mean? Right. Don't be giving me all that. Do you know what I mean? So I get all revved up about it. Because it's like, yeah, you stay on your side of the pond. Have I done a better number than you guys have done to Formella? Than you guys have done to Vargas? So then, no, my eyes ain't bigger than my stomach. Sign the contract.
Yeah, but you know what? You're doing the right thing because by speaking about it, calling them out, it's going to apply pressure from the fight fans. They're going to want to, you know, demand that these fights be made. So when it's all said and done, okay, so July 31st, you're looking at someone you said top 15 or so. After that point, who is the focal point for you, though?
Any of the names I just mentioned. But
No one in particular. It could be any of them.
It can be any of them. It don't make no difference to me. At the end of the day, I'm a fighting man. You don't come in this game, you know, people going, oh, you're scared, I just don't want to fight these people who I won't get out of bed for. Do you know what I mean? You know, Vargas, it was supposed to be a really tough night's work. Formella, people, you know, former IBL world champion. So, you know, that's what I want. I want to have to step up to the plate. I want people to go, oh, Conor might be in trouble here. You know, Conor might not, because then it really gets me going. You know, it's weird because it's all like a turn on. Do you know what I mean? So, any of them can get it, I'll fight over here next. I fought in New York at the Nassau Coliseum on the Daniel Jacobs undercard, and, you know, I loved it.
Well, this week, obviously, Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares, it's going to be the prime opportunity for you to get on DAZN and say exactly what it is you want to say in calling these guys out. You even mentioned Devin Haney. Obviously, Devin Haney's got Teofimo wants him next. Have you seen Teofimo since you've been here?
No, I think I'm seeing him today.
Here. Yeah, he's going to be here in just, I think, in like 30 minutes or so.
I'm a fan of Lopez. Yeah. I'm a fan of Haney, and I'm a fan of Linares. Like, you know, I know Linares from back when he fought my stablemate Kevin Mitchell. And then I know Haney, me and Haney used to speak way back. And then Lopez, I'm just a fan of what he brings, the way he conducts himself. But then I also know Kambosos because I lived in Sydney. So I know the full circle. Do you know what I mean? So I'm rooting for every single one of them. Right. Do you know what I mean? I think Lopez I'd have to put up there, you know, as number one at the minute for me. He's a ferocious fighter. And he's only, what, 21, 22?
He's 22.
Now that's like, that's freaky shit.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Cheats a lot.
I mean, it's mad, yeah. What he's done at his age. I mean.
Have you seen what Lomachenko just recently said? He said that after watching the fight back a few times, he would have scored it a draw. Would you agree?
I know. I think Lopez done good there. I think Lopez won. I can't say. Listen, I'm probably biased because you know I really like Lopez. I like what he's about. I like what he represents. So I had Lopez winning.
Yeah.
So, but then it's like when Chisora fought Parker, I had Chisora up by like 4 rounds. So, but then again, that could be a biased view because I like Chisora.
Josh Taylor he became undisputed, and not just that, but he won the World Boxing Super Series Season 2. So he's a badass, nonetheless. But Josh Taylor made a comment towards Teofimo by saying, you know, I know that he wanted the winner, but he has to fight Devin Haney to be considered undisputed. What did you make of that?
I think Lopez wins that. But then Lopez, Taylor, I don't know, I can't call that. Because I think Taylor steps up to the plate whenever he's presented. Like, I mean, I thought Taylor was going to beat Ramirez easy, obviously turn out an hard night's work, as it would against Ramirez. But yeah, my prediction was Taylor to stop him late. He did have him down twice, and thank God he did, otherwise he wouldn't have.
Yeah, you see the scorecards.
No, I'm mad, wouldn't have won that. So he done good there. But you know, he's one of them fighters, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So, and I love that about a fighter. Taylor's a crazy Scotsman who comes and he brings it. And you know, he's fire, he's spiteful, and you can see that in him. And that makes, I love that about a fighter. That's what I'm about.
It's interesting because a lot of people were saying, oh, he's showing too much emotion. I'm like, yeah, but if you look back at all the other fights, he's done the exact same thing. He's very fiery, you know?
People say he showed too much emotion. He weren't crying on fight week. Do you know what I mean? So what? So what you're emotional? So what if you're angry?
Yeah.
So what if it don't matter, because at the end of the day, you just got to get everything right on the night.
Do you feel that works best for you personally? Like, would you prefer to be sort of riled up and have this sort of animosity with your opponent, or do you prefer to go into it more calm, collected, more gentleman-like?
I don't know. Formella and Vargas. Formella waved me down from across the room. He was trying to Andy Ruiz me, you know, be all nice and all that. And then it was like, yeah, it don't really bother me, because at the end of the day, I'm going in there to iron you out. You know, I'm not going in there to muck around and that. So yeah, you want to shake my hand, you want to be all nice and all that. No, because when I get in, I'm taking your head off me. Do you know what I mean? But I don't have no aggression to any fighter. Like,
I'm just curious, because like, how do you sort of flip the switch to where if your opponent isn't sort of bringing that dog out of you, like when you get in the ring, how do you turn the switch on?
I think the public do that to me. Because when the public are going, there's nothing personal between me and the opponent. It's more so when they go, oh yeah, Conor ain't ready for this. Oh yeah, this is a step up in class. Oh, this is this. Who do you lot think I am? And then, who do you lot think I am? What, you think I'm some mug or something? And then you know, yeah, he'll pay for that. Yeah, Formella will pay for that. Yeah, Vargas he'll pay for that too. So, you know, when the public do that, it makes me get like, who do you lot think I am? You think I come in this game to muck around? You think I'm some fool? And then
Feed off that.
yeah, so I feed off it. I think that's my drive. But from when I first turned pro at 19, people going, you ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna make it past Southern area. You're a small hall fighter. You're a this. You're a that. You're a this. And what? What now? What now? Doing heavyweight numbers.
I'm loving the energy over here, Conor. I'm loving it. And I hope to see you. Obviously, you're going to be back in the ring at some point late July. But we hope to see you, whether that be Amir or Adrien Broner, or whoever for that matter. Hopefully not too far out in the air.
You know, as Broner says, I'm a can man. Mexican, Dominican, anyone can get it.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it as always. And we'll catch up with you hopefully at some point later on this week. All right. Thank you. Bye, fight fans. Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else.